Here we have a 2020 on a 20 registration, Yutong GT12, 53 seat executive coach. So we are at AVA coach up in Leyland in Lancashire, looking at one of a pair of these, the other one being that one that we've just videoed, that they're offering for sale, ready for new arrivals next spring. Straight motors, to be honest, and I'm probably going to repeat what I've just said a lot in the other video, but for me, this particular model, when it was launched, made Yutong. It sort of went from being, with the TC12 being nah, to the GT12 being wow, you know. And everybody knows I've been in this game for far too long, and you become a bit sort of blasé and walk around the NEC year after year looking at the same old, going like, oh, you know, they've put better seats in that, or they've changed the dash, but they never particularly come up with anything that turned me head. And when I saw this, I think it was 2018 on the Yutong stand, and I got in it and I was like, whoa, you know, this could be the game changer for this brand, and I think it has been. It turns my head, I've got to be honest. Anyway, back to this one. Offside, we're all good. Alloy wheels are fitted, power operated centre continental door. Take a note of the height, 3.9 metres. We're going to come back to that shortly. Another massive plus for me, under the bonnet, Euro 6 DAF MX-11. That's driven through a ZF Ecolite fully automatic gearbox. Great drive line, pretty much bomb-proof. Reverse cameras fitted. Now let's come to a letdown. Not a massive letdown. All these handles are going scabby. Right? Wait, hey, listen, they're great because the metal, the cast, right? Plastic ones are great, but it'd look good. So it's a fine line. Not happy about this here. There's something happened here that needs further investigation in my eyes. But that's really the only blemish. No, it's not. There's another one, but we'll come to that when we get there. Getting back to the height, again, big winner, parallel opening lockers, massive luggage. Right? And you're not going to struggle there, are you? It's 12.2 metres, so sometimes you lose luggage in the length. But with these, because you're gaining the height, you're not doing. You've got good luggage capacity in there. The other thing for me is when you put these into the DVSA checker for the MOT, the model comes up as a T122 HDH. HDH resonates with me because when I first went to Rome back in the sort of late 90s, there was an operator out there and all he had was Setra S315 HDHs. We never got HDHs in the UK. We got HDs or GT and these HDHs, because they were so high, what a presence. They just turned me on and I thought, you know what, if they're in the UK, that's what I'd be buying. And then I had another look at the front of these. Right, and if you look at it, right, and then go and look at a picture of a 5 Series Setra, okay? Can't get Setras in the UK anymore. And I'll tell you what, somebody's gone with a brief to China and said, here's a Setra 5 Series, build us one of them. And it's pretty much, if you look at them, listen, you might have squint, but if you look at them, very similar looking. So you've pretty much got a Setra S515 HDH, if you like. You know, and they are head turners. The other mark, nothing massive, scrape on the door. That's it. Now, let's get on board because it's just as good on here. You've got 53 reclining seats, but let's have a look at the seats. Nice, big, comfy seats. These don't look hard or uncomfortable or plasticky. They look like they're built for comfort. You've got 3-point seat belts, right? You've got part leather trim, so you've got leather on the headrest, you've got a bit of leather on your kidneys here, leather on your sort of thighs here, and then you've got the extra padding flap here. They just look nice, welcoming, comfy seats. In addition to that, they've got sideways movement. You know, as I said, this is a game changer from the TCs. Massive game changer. And it's proofs, listen, the proof's in the pudding. They're selling loads of these to operators that you might think would never run a Yutong or would never run a Chinese product. I'm going to tell you why they're selling them. One, availability. You don't have to like wait 2 years like you do a Turismo. Two, backup. Pelican have got one of the best backup networks in the UK for this product. You know, and that always, obviously, a lot of vehicles have to these days. They've got to sell on the backup. You know, because you can't just like in the old days mend them yourself. Everything's got to be diagnosed and sorted. So Pelican, brilliant backup. Driveline, idiot proof. Wow factor, curb appeal. You know, and that's where you've got to be thinking. As I said, I just thought when it came out, whoa. We've got USB connectors at every seat. We've got 240 volt sockets. Probably let's have a look. Every other there. Pretty much every other seat, or at least one every 3 seats. Wired for DVD with 2 power operated drop down monitors. Centre sunken toilet unit. Fully air conditioned, of course it is. Let's have a look down here. Wood effect laminate to the floor with a carpet to the aisle. It's just, they've thought this product through. Right, now let's think about the most important man on the vehicle, right? Driver. I looked at that, and the first thing I thought when I sat behind that wheel, Turismo. The dash is very, very, very similar to a Mark II Turismo, which again ties in with the Setra brand. Because let's be honest, everybody mimics everybody else, right? You've got a virtual dash, you've got multi-function steering wheel. It's just set out for the driver, and the lads I've spoke to here love driving these. You know, I've spoke to other operators. Chris up at Ria's has bought some, thinks they're awesome. Mark at Yelloway's bought one, loves it. You know, they can't all be wrong, can they? You've got lane departure warning and automated emergency braking system. You've got a fridge in the dash. Mileage, not 300,000 kilometres. For me, tick, tick, tick. You know, and the question is always, you know, if you still have Focus, would you have one? Would you run one of these? Simple, yes I would. No hesitation. Courier seat finishes the job off. The other thing I like as well, you're down there. You're not amongst it all. You've got a little bit of privacy, which drivers need that, you know. But recapping, we've got a 2020 on a 20 registration Yutong GT12 53 seat executive coach.